Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And we're going to use 4 decks of cards today to connect with the energies around you, your person, your journey. We're going to bring in the beautiful Divine Love Oracle by Bloom and Arrow. Going to bring in the Power of Surrender cards. And I'm going to bring in the Keanu deck. What would Keanu do? For those of you who love the Matrix, Neo fans, for those of you who love Keanu, we're going to bring in some guidance from this deck today as promised on the live Q&A the other day. I'm also going to bring in the Magical Grand Trumps Oracle. This is a beautiful deck by Witchy Tarot that's based around the series Once Upon a Time. And Once Upon a Time is all about magic and love. So let's see what's going on. Before I actually shuffle the cards though, they are giving me an Ascension symptom to bring in that you may be experiencing, especially as we move towards the full moon, with it also being an eclipse, things shifting around, things turning around. So you may be feeling a little bit nauseous or dizzy. And that's because there's changes taking place and you're going to sense that, especially if you channel for others or you feel that you are an empath, you're very sensitive to energies, or you just are very connected with your twin. You know, you're going to feel these shifts coming in and it can affect your physical self by bringing in this wooziness, dizziness. So I'm not saying you're going to throw up or vomit, you know, or be ill. It's more like just a feeling like something feels weird. And what's up with my mind today? What's up with my head? You may need to breathe a bit more because when you go through any form of nausea or dizziness, any kind of vertigo, it's always good to breathe because that calms your energy down. Drink more water, that will help too. And then center yourself by affirming, I am safe. And the angels will help you. I feel this is also a day to gain clarity and peace. And if any of you are experiencing headaches, that can also be tension, things shifting. So breathe through it, drink water, rest if you need to, and look after you. So the angels say if any nausea and dizziness comes up, it's caused by changes, sudden changes coming in with the full moon and the eclipse energy. And it can be movement forward without a lack of direction. So this can also be a sudden exchange or a sudden movement where your masculine suddenly messages you or comes to you and they're not really sure why or what to do about it. So obviously they know why they're coming in because they want to communicate, because they love you and they desire you. But they may not be sure what the next steps are. And this is what they're working out now. So if they come in and it's spontaneous and then they go again and you're thinking what's going on there, what's happened there, it's because they need this direction. They need to know how to move this forward. And that may be what they're lacking in today. So for example, if you receive communication today and it feels a little bit like they don't know what they're saying or they don't know what they're doing or there's no action plan, it's because they couldn't hold back any longer. They just needed to communicate with you regardless of what would happen next. And many of them are in planning mode to bring in a real plan and some concrete action. But I feel many of them are just missing you so much right now. They want to reach out anyway. So you'll feel that sudden energy coming in. You may feel it in the body like I'm sure they're going to reach out to me. Or maybe you're having missed calls off numbers you don't recognise, or you're seeing the name everywhere, or you have an email off a random person with their name, or you get something coming up on Messenger and you're thinking, what's that all about? It's all previews of what's to come. So have faith. So let's shuffle the cards and see what's happening in your energy there's today in the journey. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So what's your energy today? What's your energy? So they're saying sudden movement caused by desire, or caused by the need to communicate. That's what's coming in, the need to tell you how they feel or just be around you today. So don't be surprised if something comes in. What's the energy around the journey today? Thank you, angels. What's the guidance for you today? And this deck's a lot like the tarot. You've got the one there as well, which is about magician, taking control. But I feel, again, this is passion coming in. So you may also be feeling a lot of heat in the body. Look at this, the Emperor jumping out for them. So they're definitely wanting to do something today. They're feeling stronger today. The energy around the journey, thank you. What do you need to surrender today? What do you need to work on or surrender on or focus on doing? And that one too, gone back in. What about them? So again, this could be you feeling their energy and perhaps thinking, I want to reach out, but then that feeling goes back down because you know it's their time. It's their time to reach out to you. It's their time to do something. These are energies around the journey, eh? And we're going to bring in some guidance from Keanu. So what's the message for you right now, or what do you need to know? What's the message for you? There may also be some references to films in this deck as well, or dates, things that may resonate. Guidance around them and guidance around the journey. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what's going on there. So for you, the first energy coming out is twin flame signs. So you're definitely seeing signs right now. And I do feel these are signs that communication is on the way. They're about to reach out. You may even see a sign about how they're going to reach out or what they're going to say or do. So for example, perhaps one of your friends messages you out of the blue and says something that perhaps doesn't make sense to you. You think, why have they just sent me that? Or what does that mean? And it's a sign from them. This happened to me not long ago where one of my friends reached out and said, I'm sorry for not messaging you or calling you. And then said, what's going on with, and then put my twin's name underneath. And it was a sign because not long after, I got that exact message coming through from them. So you're going to receive these signs. And when you are aware and open, you're going to understand what they mean and what they're saying to you. Now, they're also giving me heat in the body. And I feel this is definitely connected with the wand because this is passion and desire. So this can be another reason why they reach out to you spontaneously, because they're like a volcano about to explode. So they're feeling all the passion and desire for you. It's very likely a lot of them are, dealing with themselves and thinking about you. Now use your imagination. This is PG. The wand is about an appendage and they're thinking about you. So look for the signs of the connection. So you're going to see signs and synchronicities. Now, you may also see the number 33 or 333, which is also a sign you're being guided from above. It's a sign that the ascended masters are around you. Jesus is helping you. And as your twin flame, you mirror each other. So you're also mirroring each other. So I feel they're also seeing signs about you that are prompting them to take action. So as your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. So this is really a message about what you're both experiencing. As twin flames, you mirror what each other is going through. So if you're feeling a bit nauseous, dizzy, sick, it's because there's sudden movement coming in. And you can feel and sense that deep within. If you're feeling the heat in the body, the kundalini, if you're feeling all hot and bothered, turned on, if you can sense them, maybe you can smell their aftershave or perfume, or you can just smell their energy coming in like something is coming, it's because you know they're on the way. And you are mirroring each other. You may see mirrored numbers. You could see 1111, 1331, 1221, 1441, etc. because it's a sign of change. It says, notice how we are very similar and share the same vision. So what this means is, right now on this day, you share the same vision. And you want the same thing. So whenever you're wanting today, they want that too. So if you're wanting communication, they want that too. If you're wanting to spend time with them, they want that too. If you're wanting to make love to them, they want that too. If you're thinking about the future and how that will be or how that will look, they are thinking about that too. There's a connection between you that can't be denied, and that's what you're being reminded of. They can't deny the connection, and the feeling and the power of it is stronger than ever today, and that's why there could be some communication coming in. So I feel many of you could receive communication on this day. Or if not today, definitely heading towards the eclipse and the full moon at the weekend because of this wand. Now, you may also be feeling very creative right now. So you may be channeling your passion, your feeling of this kundalini rising, your turned on energy, the way you desire them. You are very likely channeling that into something you're doing at work or something you're doing in your home life. You could be decorating. Maybe you're painting something. You could be decorating the house right now. You could be creating something artistic right now. You could have started a health regime, or you could be working on something outside. But this is about you doing you. So yes, you feel all the desire for them, but I feel you're holding yourself back and allowing them to step forward. And yes, that can bring up fear and it can bring up a little bit of anxiety, but you know it's the right thing to do. And you'll also feel and sense them thinking about you, wanting to take action. Because the wand is the magician doing something about this. It says passionate new beginnings. And I definitely feel September has brought that in. And you may be feeling that way since the 1st. You may be feeling like, wow, since Monday, something's definitely shifted. Even if you're experiencing physical things, even if you're still feeling a little bit up and down, you can feel like something is shifting. There's a new beginning. There's something passionate taking place. You can feel the action ahead. You have this creative spark. So you may be getting more ideas about the future. You may be having more ideas about work. If you're self-employed, you may have more energy. Give me a block there. Because you're focusing your energy into other things, not just sitting around wanting them, thinking about them. You are changing your perspective, and that's creating an initiative within them. It's bringing growth in within them. And it's also bringing fun and potential into your life, because you may be getting more opportunities to go places, do things. You may be focusing more on you. So you may be spending more time with friends, family, your children. You may just be feeling more playful. Maybe you love this season we're heading into. So you're getting excited about all the playful things ahead that connect you with your inner child, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas time, starting a new year. So you could just be feeling more excited. Even if you're a summer person or you love the spring, the energy of it, you may just love the events ahead. So you start getting excited. You could be planning creative things for the months ahead. Maybe thinking about carving your pumpkin already, or what you can do for Halloween if you really celebrate that. Or you may be getting ideas popping in your mind about Thanksgiving or Christmas time, or what to do in the new year. And this is also bringing an excitement and enthusiasm which your twin can feel, and it affects them. And they start getting more and more curious about you. What are you doing? Who are you spending time with? So they may be watching you more. They could be checking your social media out more, seeing if you're online, seeing what you're up to, asking friends about you. If you're in the same community, or if you're at work or you're working together, they may be watching you a bit more, walking past you a bit more, trying to get your attention. And there's travel and good news. So maybe you are traveling right now, or you're planning to, or you're working something out. You're getting excited about that. You may have received some good news about travel. Maybe someone's got a passport or a visa, or something's happened, or I feel someone may have been approved for a credit card, and it's like, wow, I can do something now. So you may have some plans coming up. So this could be travel plans. It could be plans to do something like going to the theatre, going out for the day, visiting somewhere new. So I definitely feel you are planning things, and you're not waiting for your twin to do that. So it's putting you into power. And this is also because you're being guided to surrender frustration and to be bold. Because this is saying to you, yes, you may feel frustrated because you want and desire them, but you know it's up to them to take action. So you have to be bold in what you're doing to let go. So there's definitely passion in the connection. They give me that song here, it says passion in the pants, because there's definitely passion, because we've got the frustration. I feel that's definitely connected with physical desire. Frustration is when we start wanting them, we feel them, we sense them, we can't have them, and it gets very overwhelming. It can bring anger up and stress. So if you channel your frustration through healthy ways, like creativity, cleansing your sacral chakra, going for walks, journaling your thoughts down, it will help you to handle this frustration. Because even though this is your frustration, and you may be frustrated about the situation, the timing of it all, you could be frustrated because there's a karmic situation, it's more because you're picking up on their intimate desire for you, and it's causing that frustration inside. So the angels say frustration doesn't open any door. So remember, they are frustrated, and they are going to reach out to you, which will open a door of communication, but really it doesn't open any door, because it creates blocks. Because it's more of a stressful energy, it's not free-flowing. They give me fear there, it can cause anger and resentment and stress. So the key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breather, take a break, center yourself and regroup as you may approach the situation then more calmly. So the energy, and remember, this isn't their energy as in what they're going to do. This is what you need to do to handle what you're feeling, because they are taking action regardless. What you need to do, so you don't panic, rush in, think, oh, I'm going to reach out, because you know that it's up to them to make the move, to be bold and do that. You have to be bold in your own way by channeling your own feelings and emotions. So if any of you are feeling frustrated today, nauseous, dizzy, sickness, any of that, it's because you know something is shifting and you can feel communication coming in. So take a breather, use breath work to your advantage. You don't need to sit around doing long meditations if you don't want to. 3 deep breaths in and out in through the nose, out through the mouth is good enough. And then it recenters you and it brings you back into the now, and you can affirm, I am safe. Because remember, when you go into your mind, it's like your mind and your body aren't connected anymore. It's like you're doing something physically, but your mind's elsewhere. So you have to reconnect your mind and your body to bring yourself back into the now with a bump. So affirming I am safe with some breaths does that for you. And then you can regroup, you can look again, you can find time for you. So you may want to actually go for a walk today without your device, without your phone, without your laptop, even without music, and just look around and be aware of your circumstances, because you may well see some twin flame signs. You may see some signs in nature. You may see the name. You may hear a song on a radio from a car passing by, or you may overhear a conversation. So remember, when you're aware, when you're not listening to music yourself, or you're not on your phone, you are made aware of things. So I feel make the conscious choice today, if you can, if you have time. And again, you can always make the time to actually go for a little walk or spend some time with yourself to receive these signs and to channel this frustration into something creative, or to release it to heaven, to breathe it out. You may also need to play with your own one to get rid of that frustration. But channel it however you want to. But I feel definitely creativity coming in today and feeling good. And we've got the film 47 Ronin. Now, 47 Ronin may mean something to you. This is a 2013 movie. So the year 2013 could be significant for you. And 47 could be too. So 47 could be an age that you relate to. It could also be a number that you connect with. So you may also be seeing 444 or 777. Could also be a huge message about what you've been going through since April to this July. Obviously, we're in September now, but between April and July, you may have gone through a lot of change that's made you stronger and wiser, bolder, less likely to reach out, more likely to channel the energy into your creative talents. It says it's okay to stand out because you never know what will come of it. So this is reminding you are a leader. So you may be channeling this frustration or this energy into your creative projects as a leader. So you may think, right, I'm going to work on my career. I'm going to channel this into shining brighter. I'm going to do something for my job, especially if you're an influencer. And I spoke about that the other day. You're leading by example. You're doing you. You're helping others. And the message says, I'm going to read you what it says because something may resonate here. It says, Keanu did so well as the character of Kai. And again, Kai could mean something to you. Okay, the name Kai or the initial K could mean something to you, K, A or I. And also AI, so you may be connecting with AI. There could also be receiving guidance from AI, or you may be working with AI. Someone could be connected with that too. It says, he did so well as the character that when the executive, so again, executive, so someone could be an executive, this could be a role that you do, it could be a role that they do. When the executives watched an early take of the movie, they assisted, so again, it's helping, but they insisted on the script changes and another week of filming to make his character more central. So what I'm connecting with here is, it may take another week for this to become more central. So for some of you, you're definitely going to receive communication today or this week moving towards the full moon. For some of you, it could take another week. Okay, that's what I'm connecting with to make this more central. So in other words, you may feel it all coming, but nothing may actually show up until perhaps next week for you. Remember, everyone's journey is different, but you're still going to be feeling all the energy, very powerful. Now, the guidance for them, look at this, they love you. And this is powerful because we've got the Emperor. And they are looking at this, surrendering negative thinking to focus on inner peace. So this is really powerful for them because they are saying to you here, I love you. There's something I need to tell you. There's something I want to say. And there's a song, it's a 90s dance track. And it says, it's called Something by Lasco. It's really powerful. I might share it on the community post actually. And it's about you sensing that they are about to do something. And this is what I'm connecting with today. You can sense they're about to tell you something or take action because they do love you. So even though they're feeling all this passion for you and all this desire, it's really fueled from their love because they love you deep down inside. They're in love with you. And that's a powerful thing. So if you hear that song or you sense it, it says, I can see it in your eyes. Is there something you want to tell me? I can see it in your eyes. There's something that you have for me. That's the song. And really, you may see it in their eyes. So you could see a picture of them and you can feel this passion for you or this love for you, this need to communicate with you burning in their eyes. Or maybe you lock eyes with them in the real world, or you have a dream and they come to you and tell you that they love you. They've already entered your dreams, or they've said, I've got something I need to tell you, because they want to communicate how they feel. They're saying, I really want to reach out to you and express how I'm feeling. Absolutely. Absolutely they do. They are feeling it. They're in their power as the Emperor. I'm being guided to take action. And if you're operating more in your feminine self right now, which means you've pulled your energy back, you're being creative, you're focusing on you, you're not chasing, guess what? They step forward, because that's what they are designed to do. The love in my heart for you is like nothing I've ever felt before. And this is because it's bubbling up inside. It can't be denied. This love you share is powerful. Remember, I love you. So today, remember that they love you. And they are planning on telling you this in a powerful way. And the Emperor, in the show Once Upon a Time, this is Prince Charming. And he wants to charm you. So this is about authority, taking back their power. It's about them going through enlightenment to recognize what to do. They want to establish their power as a leader in this connection, to step into their masculine self. So how can they become the leader? How can they establish the connection with you and establish their masculine energy if you're the one always initiating or reaching out? So you're giving them the time right now and the space and the room to step into their masculine role, to take action with wisdom. And yes, they may be in logic because they are practically working out what to do. So they're in their head coming up with a plan, but their heart is guiding them. Even if they are trying to control their emotions or protect the heart by being guarded, or being stable in their life. They could be a father, some of them as well. They could have responsibilities. Their heart is still guiding them to you. And so is their Father God. So I feel they're being guided to you to step into their Emperor self. But this is also when they feel the best about themselves, when they're feeling good at work, when they're feeling confident. So if they've had a job change recently and they are feeling more confident because of that, then they want to step forward to you. They want to take back their power. If they've been promoted recently, or they're going through a shift, maybe they are feeling good as their role in their life. And again, this could be because one of their children, if they are a father, has perhaps gone through an achievement and they're feeling strong. It's putting them into power. So what they're actually doing today is surrendering negative thinking to find inner peace so that they can actually take action. Because when they're in negative thinking, they're less likely to take action because they do overthink then and they procrastinate. So as you have control over your thoughts, when negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So they're becoming more and more aware of their negative thinking, and that's helping them to surrender to inner peace. It says, cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy the inner refuge. Others will feel you, and that's what you're doing. Others will feel your great vibe, your good vibe, and your life will flow more easily. So you can actually feel good vibes from them right now. You can feel something is shifting. And I'm not talking about how the connection is. So if you've had an argument or there's some bad vibes there, I'm not talking about the actual circumstances. I'm talking about the feeling beyond the ego. Because you can sense something is coming. And that's what they're dedicated to. So this is from John Wick. And this is a 2014 movie. So again, these dates could mean something to you. The name John may mean something to you. But we've got wick as well, which is also about lighting a wick. Lighting that spark. And I'm feeling all the spark in them. So they're feeling this desire. So again, the red or the orange or the flame, the fire, is the desire. So you may see reds today. Reds are connected with the root chakra, taking action. Also about passion, desire, movement. The orange connected with the sacral chakra there. The fire, the burning, the kundalini rising. It says once you started something, apply yourself to it. So they want to apply themselves. Establish this. It says for this movie, Keanu learned Brazilian and Jiu-Jitsu. So someone may be Brazilian, or be connected with Brazil in some way. They're also giving me Brazil nuts, so someone could eat those, and jiu-jitsu. So there could be some kind of martial arts, karate, kendo, that kind of thing. So some kind of karate they could do, another sign. And he says practicing 8 hours a day for 4 months. Now 8 and 4 could be significant. So they could well be seeing 4s and 8s, 444, 888, 448 they're giving me as well. Number sequences, so they could look at the clock and it's 448, or you may do that. And this is also something they've been harnessing, this power, between April and August. So again, a big sign of shifts and changes. They're giving me fear, they're releasing fear. And we got 4 and 8, so 48 could be significant. They could be 48, 84. Someone may be 84. But I feel this about number sequences too. So if you're seeing 888, 444, or you're seeing 448 they give me on the clock, that's a huge sign they're about to do something, and something they've been planning for. And practicing. So they've been practicing this move in their head. They've been thinking about how to take action. Something has definitely shifted because they are dedicated. And they are dedicated to let go of negative thinking, to find inner peace, to move forward toward you, to tell you that they love you. And because they are dedicated to the love, they're going to do something about it. Now, the energy around the journey, look at this, communication and karmic battles. Now, there may have been some karmic battles in August time as well, but it's showing you there's communication coming in now because of this or because of what's been going on. So I'm also feeling communication with the karmic person or in a karmic situation that's also bringing up a battle, because a battle leads to change. Now, this could be your own karmic battles too. So not all of you are single. Some of you have got your own karmic partners that you need to release, or your own karmic situations going on. It could be with family, friends, it could be at work. It's not necessarily with a lover or someone you're involved with, but I definitely feel this change is coming in. So the big message coming through here is communication, and I'm getting the 2 there. So again, this could be today, 2 hours from now. It could be 2 days from now. For some of you a bit longer, so it could be 2 weeks, 2 months at the most, but that's as furthest as it'll go out. So they're saying, I need to talk to you and feel you close. And you're feeling that. You're feeling them close. You're feeling the energy. And you may be manifesting communication right now because your person is saying to you energetically, through dreams, signs, feelings, I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. So ask yourself the question, am I open to this? Have I blocked them? Do I need to unblock them? Am I ready for this? Am I open to hearing them out? Am I ready for this? Breathe yourself through it. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I'll be waiting to hear back from you. So this is really saying to you here, they want to hear from you. So when they reach out, they want you to reply. So don't think, I'm going to play games and I'm not going to reach out because they've messed me around, or not going to answer the phone straight away. Follow your heart and truth. And if you're waiting for a response from them, just have faith it will come in divine timing. And there is some karmic battles going on because that's the key to move forward. Look at this, surrender unhealthy relationships, which is karmic battles, surrender obsessive thinking, surrender stress, and surrender to rest and sleep. So I'm definitely feeling that when you are back in communication, they are going to sleep better because they may well be having sleepless nights right now, like lying awake at night thinking about what to do. So they could really be under a lot of stress if they're in a karmic relationship. They could be under a lot of stress in their life to actually move things forward. And you're picking up on that. So again, this can cause nausea, dizziness, headaches, just feeling achy. If you're going through those physical things, you're more than likely picking up on their karmic battles, or you've got karmic battles of your own. So the karmic battle says, I'm releasing what no longer serves me. And your person's saying to you today, please be patient with my process. So that's about how they reach out, when they reach out, the need to communicate, breathe. Remember, channel your energy today and your creativity and being the leader that you are, and shining your light bright and doing things you enjoy and traveling and going new places. That's where your power is. Not picking up your phone and reaching out to them, because they need to be the one operating in the yang, the masculine energy, and you need to be operating in the yin, the feminine energy. So please be patient with their process of growth and change as they come into their power as the emperor. The angels are saying, we are making sure that everything is in alignment so that they can be with you. So everything is moving into alignment through karmic battles, and they hold the key. And they know this. And I feel some of them may be receiving a key. So this could also be a key to a new building. So it could be some of them have actually moved out of wherever they were with a karmic person, and they now have a key to their new life. Or they may be receiving a new role. So again, the key could be symbolic to a new job, or them feeling stronger. So this is power and access and answers. So the key is also about answers coming to them, understanding, access to that, and having access to you, and having a passage to you. And also setting boundaries, because you've set those boundaries down. So they are very aware that they need to do something and make something happen and change something if they're going to have you in their life, if they're going to be in your world, because they may be between worlds right now. Halfway there, halfway to you, back and forth. They don't want to do that anymore. And that's when the universe creates protection, because they're about to cross the threshold to move towards this new door, to move forward through the doorway. They're gaining knowledge about what to do to become free, and that's very liberating. That's why they want to surrender these unhealthy relationships, because they know they are creating themselves stress because they can't stop thinking about you. You are a temptation to them, a desire. So if they were in something else, they want you in that situation, and that's not healthy. It's not healthy for you, it's not healthy for them, it's not healthy for the karmic partner, the children, anyone else involved. So they know that they need to let go of the relationships that don't serve their life. And you know that you need to let go of anything in your life that isn't healthy too, including obsessive thinking about them or any stress that brings up, especially if it's affecting your sleep too. So the angels say, release yourself from anything that doesn't serve you, including anything toxic or unavailable to you. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. And you know this. This is what you've been working on between April and July. You know, you come to the realization that, hang on a minute here, I am precious. I am valuable. I deserve to be treasured, especially by my person. I deserve to be surrounded by positive people, not negative people. I don't need stress in my life. I don't need to be obsessively thinking about this. I just need to surrender and let go. And they are recognizing they deserve to be treasured by their lover. So if they're in an unhealthy karmic relationship, they won't be treasured, they'll be needed. And that could be for money, it could be for codependent reasons, but they're not appreciated the way that you appreciate them, that you want them for them and nothing more. You don't want them for money, you don't want them from what they're doing, you don't want them for anything that's going on there. You want them for them, and that's it. You want their heart. And you desire them, you want their body. And they don't feel very desired where they are. So they're starting to realise, I deserve to be treasured. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be in a situation that's positive for me. So they are starting to have these understandings now that they can't go on the way they are. And that's what the wood snake is doing this year. And they also want to surrender the obsessive thinking, because when they're not with you, Divine Feminine, they do feel obsessed with you because they love you and they desire you. So you're that forbidden fruit. You're the apple that they want to taste. And it's even harder for them, and harder, if you know what I mean. And it's even harder for them when they can't reach you. And that's why they want to communicate. And that's why you feel it too, because you then feel the frustration. So if you're obsessing about a personal situation, turn the dilemma over to heaven. So if you're obsessing about them, for example, today, if you're seeing them as something out of reach, they give me fear, and that brings fear up in you, give it to heaven. Tell your angels about it, talk to God, and then let it go. It says doing so will, and they're giving the word well as well, because you may feel that your well is dry even though you're doing well. And that means you may be receiving abundance in other ways. So you may be really working on your projects right now, everything's going well for you, but you may feel like the love well is dry. So when you give it to heaven, it brings in solutions, and doing so will help bring your clarity or even solve the problem. So when you pray about help, it comes. So if you are feeling obsessive and you give that to heaven, you're going to feel a great release. You may even realise you sleep better. But ultimately, I feel that they aren't going to sleep until they deal with this situation they're in, because they're under a lot of stress. So take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension that you've built up in your body. So remember when I said at the beginning about breath work and calming your energy down, affirming you are safe? That will help. So let the stress go as you come back to your centre. And as they come back to you, you're their centre, you're their home. you're where they belong, they're going to feel less stressed, and then they're going to be able to sleep. So I feel many of them are struggling to sleep. And if you actually spend any time with them, by the way, and you're able to have some sleep time together, so say if you go somewhere together and you're able to fall asleep together and they sleep deeply, it's because they've come home. It's because they're with you. That's where they feel safe, or they feel very relaxed. Maybe you spend some time together and they get a little bit tired or relaxed. It's not that they're bored by you, it's because they are calmed by you. It says to prevent burnout, slow down. So again, slow down, breathe, calm your energy down. Honour your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body and spirit. So what I'm really connected with here is this is about you being around them communicating with you, and then it restores their sleep. So restoring communication is going to restore balance within them. And we've got to be thoughtful, and this is what they want to do. They want to be thoughtful. They want to communicate. This is what he's doing. He's talking. Okay, he's having a conversation with someone. There's a table there. You can't see who the other person is, but he is having a conversation. And he's smiling because he wants to have a thoughtful, emotional, heartfelt conversation with you. So again, this could be on the phone, through message, but also it could be a physical meetup too, when the time is right. So this is The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Now the name Stephen may mean something to you, or the initials SC, and The Late Show. So this could also be something that happens late at night. They may show up for you late at night, so they may send you a late night message, or a late night phone call may come through. And this is also 2019. It says when did the episode air? 2019. So something could have happened in 2019. Some of you may not have received communication since then, and it's coming in. Some of you may have met them in 2019 or gone through something significant in 2019. It says whatever the question, it deserves a reflective response. And they want to reflect on what you've said. They may even be doing that right now. They may be reflecting on the things you've said to them and their response. They may be looking at their own behaviour, thinking, why did I do that? Reflecting on it, regretting things. It says Keanu's answer about what happens when we die on this talk show went viral. So this is also about you having very deep talks. Someone may have gone through a loss recently as well, and they want to talk about that. Maybe they're thinking about how short life is. So if they've lost a loved one recently, or an animal, or they've gone through some kind of financial loss, but I feel this could be about losing someone, it's made them want to talk. It's made them want to communicate because they started thinking about life's too short. It says sharing this insight into their thought processes inspired us all. And I feel this also, they're being inspired by you. So I'm seeing this as them watching you. And you could be talking to someone else and they're watching you. You could be talking on social media and they're watching you. So I feel the message is very clear today. They want to come back in with thoughtfulness because they've been missing you and desiring you and wanting you. And they know they need to release themselves from anything unhealthy in their life, anything stressful, because they're not feeling treasured. They want someone thoughtful in their life, and that's you. They want to be feeling loved again, and that's by you. And they can't sleep until they sort this out. So communication is coming. Get ready because it's on the way. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.